On Christmas Eve, there's nothing like reading The Night Before Christmas. So gather around. We're going to do it the old-fashioned style now. You've had all the new versions, but you know what they say, the old best is the best, right? So here we go with the old-fashioned Night Before Christmas. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. This is such a pretty book, and a heavy book too. And Mamma in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap, when out on the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new-fallen snow gave a lustre of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his courtesy they came, and he whistled and shouted, and he called them by name. Hold on a second, we're having a technical difficulty. Okay, I think it's still going. This book is just so big, it keeps bumping the board. Okay. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner, on Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away, dash away, all. And if you noticed, he did not say Rudolph. As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing, the pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, and from his head to his foot, his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes how they twinkled, his dimples how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin that was just white as snow. The stump of a pipe he held it tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face, a little round belly, that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf. I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know that I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, and then turned with just a jerk. And laying his finger to the side of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney, he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, as he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Well, I have read every single story but the Christmas story, which is going to fall on Christmas Eve. So I'm so proud. I've got all of my reading done. I'm going to try and do 2 songs now. One with no music, but it was a requested song. They said, since you're such a big fan of Joey and Rory, why don't you sing a Joey and Rory song? Well, I've been looking for the karaoke version, and I haven't been able to find it. So I'm going to have to do it with the lyrics over here and the music in my mind while I sing it. That's going to be tough. And then I also had a request for Baby Please Come Home. So we're going to see if I can do that any justice. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.